Hey, this is Mike with Slumdog Gaming. Excuse my somewhat mumbly voice, because I got a fat dip of Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut going on right now. Hope you guys are liking that new intro. The video game clips in the intro will consistently change, but the song will more than likely stay the same due to the tie-in with my motovlog motorcycle channel. Alright. Today's topic is the Xbox 360 and PS3 dead as of 2015? Well, I got quite a few little topics to cover. Got a nice little list of points. And I first noticed this last year, that the PS3 and Xbox 360 were definitely on the dying end when I bought WWE 2K15. Weird example to use, but it's a good one. On the Xbox One and PS4, that 2K15 game had a full-fledged career mode. But the PS3 360 version, the career mode, the fucking career mode in a wrestling game was completely scrapped. And instead, all you got was a match challenge goals. That's all you got. They called it We Got NXT, and compared to a career mode, that was a jip. That should have been a fucking side game, and that was it. But that was the main game in the PS3 and 360 version. Was it good? Kinda, not great. All you had to do was, with this certain wrestler, perform his finishing move and win the match. And that was it. That was the game. Does that fucking replace a goddamn career mode? I'm sure there are other games, but the only example I have where there's cut content is the upcoming Black Ops 3 that comes out next month. Now, this one's not major, but they have cut the co-op campaign feature from the last gen games. That's not major, but obviously content is being cut for these last gen ports. And that is something that fucking sucks for anybody who doesn't have a PS4 or Xbox One. On top of that, the last gen versions of PS4 and Xbox One games like Metal Gear Solid 5 and Advanced Warfare, they get a shitty fucking version of the game. Like in Metal Gear Solid 5, major graphical downgrades and major frame rate issues. It's borderline crap in comparison to the current consoles. And Advanced Warfare, man, they fucked up on that one with the really bad rendering of weapons, loading of supply drops, and just loading menu, like class selection pictures for the guns. That was a fucking joke. Why it took so long to load a fucking picture of a gun was beyond me, considering how many fucking Call of Duty games have been put out and you can't make a good version on PS3 and then 360. It makes no sense to me. Alright, now this is something that happens in every console's lifespan, is when the new game systems come out, the old ones, they still get games produced for them, but they are more along the lines of cheaper budget games for like $30, $40 that are, of course, going to be of lesser quality. If you guys were gamers back when PS1 was still around, when the PS2 came out, PS1 games still came out for quite a while, but were any of them good? No. this is when the crap phase comes out. This is when your shovelware really starts coming out for these consoles. Licensing fees get cut tremendously or dropped altogether. So all these publishers are just cranking out shovelware for these consoles because they don't got to pay the licensing fees to Sony and Microsoft. And that is a good and bad thing just because of the shovelware. If they actually took advantage of it, it could be a good thing, but seldom it ever works out. Alright. But there is one amazing as fuck reason to stick with your 360 or PS3 is cheap used games. This is why these consoles of every previous generation still holds true to me for so many years past their expiration, is because stores like GameStop, they have such a fucking surplus of these games, and they got to get them moved off the shelf to make room for PS4, Xbox One games, and they end up shoveling them out to the public for $2.99, $4.99, major buy one get ones, 4 for $20 deals. It's going on right now. And I am shoveling my fucking shelf with quality games for nothing. And I do this on a fucking weekly basis. I go into GameStop and I load up. Since PS4s came out, I used to have just a small stack of quality titles. But now I'm in the over 100 range for PS3 games. And Xbox 360 is not far behind. Even though I rarely play that shit. Nothing against Xbox 360 for you fanboys. It's just, I've had 5 of them in its lifespan. And 1 PS3. And Xbox 360, Xbox Live stuff's really fucked me over a couple of times. So, I've lost faith. Anyway. Now, these current previous gen consoles, they will still have a long life ahead of them, even after the games stop rolling onto the shelves, new ones. And that's because of the online servers. People are still going to be playing Halo and Call of Duty and all these fucking games. And that's a good thing. But once these goddamn online servers get shut down, it's over. It is fucking over. If I can't play my online games, well then, that limits what I like to do with it. My main game is Call of Duty. If I can't play Call of Duty anymore, well then it's time to move on for me. And a good example of that is the Xbox, once the original games, the original Xbox games, once you couldn't play your Halo 2s and Rainbow Six 3s anymore, and they shut those servers down, it was over. Xbox became just forgotten. And Wii is a perfect example. They didn't have very many strong online titles, but Mario Kart Wii was still majorly popular. And once the Wii U came out, they pretty much shut down those servers immediately, which is a fucking shame because how many fucking Wiis are out there? Over 100 million? And they sold an assload of those Mario Kart Wiis, and nobody can play them anymore. That was a foul move by Nintendo. So Wii is the biggest fucking pile of shit at this point in its life. No games are coming out for it. There's nothing to do with it. I guess you can play your old copy of Mario Kart and Smash Brothers with your friends, but that's all you can do anymore. And the part of the fun was taking that shit online. That was a good time. Alright. And then, easily the biggest sign that 360 and PS3 are on the major decline is publishers are pulling out with the last gen ports. Like Ubisoft they've completely moved on. They will no longer be publishing games on the previous gen consoles. So your Splinter Cells, Assassin's Creed games are going to be solely on current gen. That's not a major loss by any means, but when games like Mortal Kombat 10, me and my friend Joe, we have been eagerly waiting to play this game. And when we heard, alright, it is going to come out for PS3, like, okay, shit, this is good. And then they recently just announced that it was canceled due to the fact that they wouldn't be able to produce the game to their standard. I mean, is PS3 really that fucking bad at this point? I mean, I understand that old thing only has like maybe 512 megabytes of RAM. I mean, compared to even a cheap laptop, that's fucking embarrassing. But it's not like these games still don't look good. How can you not make a good Mortal Kombat game? You could have ported the same game with the Mortal Kombat 9's graphics, and I'm sure fans would be just as happy. But they just don't want to do it. Even though there's like damn near, 200 million 360s and PS3s out there. Think about how many fucking possible customers they could have had with that many consoles out there. And that's something I will never understand. It's why publishers move on. There's only I don't remember how many sales figures Xbox One and PS4 have had on hand, but there's not nearly as many as PS3 and 360s. People are still playing these consoles. People still haven't moved on yet. That's a lot of potential sales on these last-gen consoles. I don't care. Put the games out for it, for the time being. Until these online servers go down, the console is still very relevant. So, for one, I haven't moved on to the new current-gen consoles yet. Not because of the cost. I can blow $400 on a console all day. That's fine. Money's not a question. It's just, what game on PS4, and I'm not even going to say Xbox One, because I'm not getting that. So what game on PS4 is a, yes, I must buy this console to play this one goddamn game? There just isn't that game right now. There just isn't. I want there to be. I keep telling myself, well, I'll hold out to the next Call of Duty game. And I was totally planning on getting a PS4 exclusively for Advanced Warfare. But after I played it, it's like, nope. Fuck that game. I fucking hate Advanced Warfare so much. I made a whole video about it. Alright. I'm still holding out for that one game that can sell me on the console. I know there's plenty of good games. I'd love to play, what's that, Bloodborne, the Killzone, the game that came out. And I don't know what that one game is called. It's got that skull hourglass on it. I don't even know what that's called. But that game looks genuinely cool. I like survival horror games, so that's like right up my alley. But those games merely tickle my fancy. I want a game, a fucking real game, that just absolutely kills it. I need the next Halo game, like it was for Xbox. That sold me completely on that Xbox. And this might surprise some people, but of the current new-gen consoles, the only one that piques my interest is the Wii U. And games like Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Brothers, and god fucking damn, that new Mario Maker game, those games are just beyond, like, mind-fucking me into wanting to get a Wii U. And why the fuck can't there be something like that on PS4? I don't even want a Wii U, but these couple of games are just driving me fucking mad about how bad I want to play them. So Nintendo's doing something good there, because I don't give a fuck about Nintendo Wii or Nintendo Wii U, but I'm half-ass tempted to get it just for those fucking games. So I'm going to give them a little bit of credit because PS4's got a long way to go. Trick me into buying one. And until then, I will be committed as fuck to PS3. I mean, things might change once those goddamn servers go down. But I'll still be enjoying my PS3 for the most part. So that is it for... Is PS3 or 360 dead? I guess I should actually answer that question. And I would say the consoles are in limbo right now. They got nothing really major coming out for them. Black Ops 3 is coming out for them. It depends on how shitty the port is. But it's in limbo status. We're in the shovelware stage of the console's life. And only time will tell. But the life really does depend on those goddamn online servers. So that's it for today's video with Slumdog Mike. I know the Demon Souls footage had nothing to fucking do with it, but I felt like having some game I like in the background. So, you guys keep it slummy, just like I do.